Well, here we are, guys. We are packing up and getting out of here, so stay tuned. And welcome back to the channel, you guys. So yes, we are packing. I have most of my stuff in storage bins, these totes, and I am just getting everything situated and organized. And actually today we're loading up the trailer to do our first run and start getting stuff out of here. I mean, toolbox is completely empty. We got everything out of it so that we can move this. So toolbox empty. I just have a few random things on top that we're using. Like I said, stuff is in totes, stuff is packed up, engine's ready to go, and pretty much the next thing I need to do, and I was going to share in this video, is you guys know I like my lowered vehicles. I love the way this thing looks, but it is extremely low. I've driven lowered vehicles since I got my license, and this one is ridiculously low. Like, even for me, it's, you know, a lot of work to drive around and to make sure you're not going to hit stuff. With that being said, you know, I don't know how the roads are going to be wherever we're traveling to, and it's actually, you know, it's almost to the point where, you know, if there's something on the road, you could do some serious damage to the actual vehicle. So with that being said, I am going to raise it right now. Another reason I'm doing it right now in the midst of everything is because I have to put this in the trailer, and it is so freaking low in the front that I don't know that I can get it in the trailer. That's how, like, and I'm not exaggerating, you guys. If you guys are somewhat new to the channel and you haven't seen how low this thing is, it is like, here's my hand. I cannot even fit the top of my hand underneath this car. It is honestly like maybe 1.5 inches off the ground right here. So cosmetically, does it look good? Yeah, I think it does. You know, obviously subject to interpretation, but I need to raise this thing. So it's on coilovers. So what I'm going to do is bring it over here, pop the wheels off. I'm going to adjust the coilovers. We'll bring it up. I think if I bring it up about 1 inch, as much as I don't like the look of it raised, I think it's just makes sense at this point. So we'll raise it up. It's still going to look, you know, it's still a nice looking car, but I just prefer this look. But, you know, obviously we need some function out of it. So let's do a swap out, get a cold start on both, and get to work on this. And just like that, she is over here. So I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, jack this thing up, and we'll pop the wheels off, get in there, give the coilovers a few spins. And when I say that, we're gonna actually measure it. Don't worry, you guys, don't worry. We'll be measuring it and just lifting it up. I'm thinking, like, I have a little bit of rake on it. I don't know if you guys can see, and I know this camera's got a bit of a fisheye on it, but it kind of has like a little bit of rake on it already. And the back already has a bit of a gap. I could probably just raise the front slightly and kind of level it. I really do like the stance on this thing right now, but this is killing me, you guys. I know a lot of guys are like, oh, it's too low, it's already too low. But honestly, I like the way it looks, but I'm gonna have to raise it. What I am gonna do though is measure here so that if I ever want to put it back in this ride height. So it looks like we got like 25.25. And I already checked the other side, it's the same. So I'll just show you guys where it's at. And here we have 28 bang on. So we're in the center of the wheel, 28. So let's go ahead and get this up and get spinning. Oh yeah, I'll show you guys how you gotta get this thing off the ground. You're like a bird. So let's do the rear first, actually, since we've already got the back up in the air. Pop these two wheels off, we'll adjust them, and we can set it back down. Okay, so wheels are off, and hopefully I can show you guys here. So what I did was mark this. These coilovers are pretty unique and interesting. Not unique specifically, you know, just to these, but just this style. And this is the one that I prefer. So you have obviously your spring, You have your collar, you got your locking collar here, and then this is the locking collar that simply changes your ride height. So what this is an adjustable body, and the body can lower itself into this lower fork or extend out of the fork and effectively lower or raise the car. So what I did was I just marked here, I loosened this collar, so this collar is now free right here. If I can get this on it and show you guys, if I can get the hook. There you go. So this one's free. So what I can actually do now is I can grab this one, and I've marked this. So what I did already on the other side was went 2 full turns extending the shock. So you just go like this, and right now we're lengthening the shock. So I'm gonna go around until I see my line up here on the front. And I'm not really too sure, like, you know, the same distance here doesn't equate necessarily to the same distance on the vehicle. So, you know what I'm saying, like a 1/4 inch here doesn't mean it's gonna be 1/4 inch at the fender, because you've got the geometry of the suspension at play. Like a 1/4 inch here might be like 1/2 inch out here. So I can't remember exactly what it is on this vehicle, but I'm gonna go 2 full turns. Let's see what we got. So that way, if I ever wanna go back to my old setting, I can reference this video and I can go back. So here we go. There's 2 turns, there's my line. So I'm gonna throw the wheels on just with like a lug nut or 2 and we'll see what we got. All right, so I just measured it and now it's at 28 1/4. So it did actually equate to 1/4. Obviously it's gonna settle a little bit, but I think I'm okay with this fender gap for now. But the front is significantly lower, so we'll try to bring this up. I think if I bring this up another 1/2 inch, I should be okay with it. But I just wanna make sure that we are okay to load this thing because it is slammed in the front. So let's go ahead. I'll take those wheels back off. I'll tighten those up and then we can do the fronts. So I just got in here. It's a little smaller on here because we got, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit tighter in this one because you don't have the larger fork on the bottom. So the collars are behind, but I ended up going 4 turns on this. So I'm also documenting this for you guys and myself. So I'm hoping this brings it up about 1/2 inch or so in the front. We'll see what that equates to. We'll see if it looks half decent. I don't have to go a ton up. I'm not like trying to turn this into a monster truck. I'm just trying to get it to be a little bit more normal. So I'm gonna go ahead, throw the wheels on, see what we got. Okay guys, I'm already laughing behind the camera because I know everybody's gonna say that it doesn't even look any different, but it's definitely up quite a bit from before. So I think we should be good there. It's more reasonable ride height. And I'm gonna tighten up everything, make sure it's good. We got Jonathan.
Hey, all late.
Gee, let's go. So I'll tighten everything up and we should be good to go. Well,
bad news, boys. You can't move the motor.
when you're 2 tall boys deep, you can't move the motor.
They're Capri Suns.
Oh yeah, big old round ones. Okay, we got the trailer out. She's over there. I got it hooked up. I didn't show you guys that boring part because it was just honestly not that exciting. But what we're doing now is, I think what we decided on, we're gonna take both HEMI motors on this round, and then we'll save the Viper motor for, stop that, for the next round. And this is how we're moving it. You guys might think it's sketch, but whatever.
I do too.
Yeah, we're probably in agreement. We got the Harbor Freight dolly. The Harbor Freight dolly, and then we got 2 floor jacks, and underneath this Rubbermaid container, and we're just pushing it. It actually moves half decent though, so we're gonna move the SRT10. We're gonna go up the ramp into the trailer, and honestly, depending on how far we get, if I get to the trailer, I'm just gonna hook it up with the winch, our anvil winch. Yep. And we'll just
up to the supercharger.
Yeah, we'll just drag it up
right here and then pull it back.
Yeah, we'll pull it in. So let's see how far we get. Hey, shout out to Anvil Winches. What's up, girl?
We got the Viper in. You gotta get out.
Ricky Bobby. Do not first or last. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, boys. Well, she is in here. We just got to finish strapping some stuff up. And that's going to pretty much do it for this video. So I'll be covering, I just want to get this video out for you guys to show you guys that we're loaded up. We're traveling. I wanted to fit a bit more stuff, but I think for the first round, it'll make a little bit more sense just to keep it on the lighter side. Plus, you know, that's quite a bit of weight already in the front of the trailer as it is. And we do only have a 1500, so we can't go too crazy, unfortunately. If we had a 2500, we could probably stuff a bit more stuff in the front, but as far as our tongue weight, I can't go too crazy with it. But it's gonna be about it. Ask any questions down below. Like I said, I'll document the move with you guys, and make sure you give this video a thumbs up before you take off, and we'll see you guys on the next video.